So now we will see one example of uh, how to solve a numerical if the stress components are given at a point. So we already know that we have 6 stress components normally. 3 normal stresses represented by sigma xx, sigma yy, sigma zz. Here you can see only xy and z is written. It means it is xx, yy, and zz. And 3 shear stress component, that is your tau xy, tau yz, and tau xz. So these are the 6 stress components that is normally required to define the state of stress at a point. Okay, so we have seen in the theory classes that from a point there can be infinite number of planes. Okay, and on every plane the magnitude and direction of magnitude will be different for your normal and shear stresses. So a principal stress is there, one plane, a critical plane on which there will be no shear stress. Okay, so this is what we have written in a matrix form, the state of stress at a point. So the first step what you have to do is to write your stress matrix. Thereafter you have to write or you have to calculate your stress invariants, that is I1, I2, and I3. Now the formula for I1, I2, and I3 we have seen in your theory classes. Yes, this is your I1, I2, and I3. These are the stress invariants. The stress invariants are the parameter or the values, or you can say it is a parameter which does not changes its value when the frame of reference is changed. As I have told you that from one point there can be infinite number of planes, and on every plane the normal stress values will be different. So these are the stress invariants whose values does not change if you change the planes. So this is I1, I2, and I3. This formula you have to write. I1 is given by sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z, whereas I2 is given by this formula, which is nothing but the summation of these 3 determinants, and the I3 is the determinant of your stress matrix. Once you obtain these 3 stress invariance value, you can write this characteristics cubic equation, sigma cube minus I1 sigma square plus I2 sigma minus I3. You can see here for your memory purpose, you can see the trick, plus minus plus minus. It is coming like this. Okay, and it is a cubic equation. So sigma q, sigma square, sigma, and sigma raised to the power 0. That is your 1. Okay, and its coefficients are your stress invariants. Once you calculate these stress invariance values, you substitute that into this equation. This is your characteristic equation, and you can easily solve this equation into your calculator. So now let's come to your problem again. Yeah, this problem, we have calculated I1, I2, and I3, and we have obtained this characteristic equation. Okay, so now how to solve this characteristic equation in your calculator, that we will see. I will try to show you. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so I hope now the calculator is visible on your computer screen. Now, how we are going, first switch on your calculator. Okay, then you have to go to your equation mode. So this is your mode button. Press this. So 1 is for complex. So we need to go for, yeah, keep on pressing this. So you will get this option. We want to solve equation. Once again, I will show you. Press this mode button. So you will get this equation. Now we want to solve an equation. So I will press 1. How many unknowns do we have? We have only one unknown, but it is cubic equation. So here you can see one arrow mark is there. I'll press that. So it will ask what is the degree of equation. So degree of equation is 3. Now it will ask what is the value of A. So in that equation, the coefficient of sigma cube, that was 1. So I will type 1. B, that is your coefficient of sigma square. So it is -3. What is C, the coefficient of sigma, that is -20. And D is your the constant value, that is 43. Once you have done this, you press equals to, it will solve and you will get C. X1 is your first value. You will get 3 values. So this is your X1, X2 and X3. So these are the 3 stress value. Now you have to arrange this to in increasing order, and that will be your sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3 values. Now we will come back. This is how you can solve a cubic equation on your calculator. I have shown you. Now once again come back to our numerical problem, and you can see here you have obtained sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3 value, whatever you have obtained in your calculator. So like this you can solve it directly from your calculator. Okay, and you can see here it is arranged in increasing order. So sigma 1, the maximum value will be considered as sigma 1, then the next value will be your sigma 2 and the least value will be your sigma 3. So no need to go for this method of calculation of theta and phi. You can directly solve and you can write this value as your principal stresses. I hope this is clear to all of you.